What's up everyone, and welcome to my channel, Ram and Rome. Today I'm going to go ahead and go over the camper, give you guys a first person perspective of what the camper looks like. So follow me. Sorry for the wind. Let's go ahead and make sure this is nice. All right. It's nice and dark. There's multiple ways to turn on the light. Here's the mood light. Turns on this part of the light. You get a nice little view, 360. I am about 6'1", and I have about this much headspace. As you can see, my arms are spread apart. There's also the mood light buttons, so if you're just standing outside before you come in, you have this option that also turns on the same lights. As you can see, it is hot in here, so I am going to turn on the AC. I'll leave it at a nice 70. This also has a light if you don't need that much light. When you use this one, it's like, I don't know, it overpowers this one over here. But if you want just a little bit of light, you have that setting. You have an even dimmer one. Feels good. Okay, so here's the door. When you come in, this is what you're greeted with. I'm gonna go from left and work my way all the way around. So left side first. Okay, so right here we have a waterless toilet. It's called the Wrap-On Tech-Run or something. This right here controls your flushes. So before we use the toilet, you know, we give it power. As you can hear it doing its thing. And let me take this off so you guys can see what we're dealing with. So here's the toilet. Here's all the extra stuff so here's the coagulant that is used. Per the manual, you just pop one of these in there and you sit down, do your business. When you're done, you press the flush and a timer starts, and it pulls down the bag, and then it seals it. So it disconnects from the rest of the bag and it seals it. And when it's done, you get a cool little gift down here like this, sealed, and this has all the goodies in here. And then, you know, you just toss it like you would a diaper. I leave that here for example purposes, but I love this thing. It's very convenient. It was interesting at first, you know, because you're not used to you know, using a waterless toilet. So it was very interesting at first, but once you start using it, I love this thing. Once you start using it, it just makes sense. You know, you don't have that gray water where it could leak and cause problems. You have to go dump it, less water to carry. So I don't know why all campers aren't using this. This is awesome. And then we have some more storage right here. Back there, you also have some storage in here. Not sure if you can see it well. Let me see here. So here's some storage. And we have these controls for the scene light, which is outside, the inside lighting, the toilet. And here are to charge your stuff, USBs, and 2 of the 12 volt. You know, when you're on the John, you can charge your phone. All right, so from here we also have the table. It's a nice table. It adjusts up and down. I have it really stiff, so as we're driving, it's not hitting the wall. These windows are awesome. I really like them. Let me show you how they open. It'll click 2 times. I think that's as wide as you can open it. There's 3, so it was 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's got 3 settings. To close it, you push it all the way and it comes in, and then you just close it either here. If you want some air to still get in, that's where you would set it at. When you're done, you want to pull it all the way in, because if you don't, and if it's dusty like it is in Albuquerque, you'll get tons of dust. And then it comes with a bug net. Let's open up this one, or I'll just go up. There you go. Same thing over here. Bam, perfect. So I'm gonna move the table this way so I can show you guys what's over here. So right here we have some more storage. This is a plug, so I can use the Jackery. If I'm outside, I can plug the Jackery from that outlet and I get power in here. I don't know, I just figured there might come a scenario where I might need this, so I did ask them to install this. Not sure under what conditions I would use it, but having more features is better than that, right? So right here we have more storage. Here is where I store the shower. The shower is a four wall. You Velcro it, you know, depending how wide you want it, because right here is the shower. There's the drain for the water. This becomes a shower. You remove the table and you have the walls so that water doesn't get everywhere. And right here you have the connection for the shower, hot and cold. I store the connections in here for the shower. What else do we have over here? So you have USB ports on the corners. You have charging ports everywhere, right? This is for the FARS. What that does is, FARS is a fresh air recycling system. It pushes in air from the outside and it sucks it through here, so it's always recycling the air. So it's better breathing in here, helps with condensation. Moving on this way, let me put these back. So these go back, you follow the lines right here, see? So you know how to position these correctly. And then the same thing with these, you have the lines right here. So just follow the lines and they stay put. Let me go ahead and put away the toilet. Same thing. You got the lines to bam. And then these ones back here, bam. This is the view you have when you're sitting down at the table. I think it's awesome, depending on where you're at. This also does the same thing, 3 settings. And you can hand out some drinks or food to your friends. You got a nice view of wherever you're at. Brings in a lot of light. I love the window system in this rig. And then when you come to the other side, here's the view from this side, so you guys can see everything. What is the fan speed? Let's pump this bad boy up. All right, so where were we at? We were going to go with this stuff. So right here we have the Step 22 system. I think it's amazing. There's no cabinets needed when you have this, and I think this is better because let's say I have all my coffee stuff in this one, right? I pull it out and I can take this with me to a park bench, to my friend's house, to wherever I'm at, and I know that everything in here is all my coffee stuff, all my seasoning, all my bathroom stuff. I just take it with me wherever I go. I always have everything that I need neatly organized. So I think this is a great combo for this style. And that's how you would, this keeps it in place. This one's inside because it's all my bathroom stuff. Here are the vents for the heater. We have an aqua heater. It's propane, nice and quiet. And then here's some drawers. I like the style of this. Here is the stove. You guys can check it out. It's a 2-burner. It does have hot water on demand. Here are some more USBs and 12-volt connectors. This is an auxiliary fan. So as you're cooking, all the smoke can go outside. If you need some more light over your cooking, bam, you got more light. Might be too loud for the video. Okay, so more on this side. So this is the Red Arc. It's got all the information that you need for your power management system. Shows you how many hours you have left, how much you're pulling from solar. This has 400, it's got 4 of the 100 each solar panels, so a total of 400. And it's all controlled by the Red Arc. So let's see here, moving on. We have the Luna fridge. It is a dual zone. Let me open it up so you guys can check it out. This is what it looks like. We got some waters in here right now. It's got deep storage. It's got 2 baskets on the left, the freezer part. There's plenty of room. This also has another storage underneath it, so you guys can see. And then this is the one. I love this thing. It's efficient. It works. I think it's beautiful looking. You can put stuff on top of it. And it's nice to just always have cold drinks ready and available. Here's where you can control everything. Right now it's running off the 12 volt. It's running towards the back and it's connected right here. Underneath it, you can see how much water you have. This did come with a wireless controller. You download the app, and when you press the water tank light, as you can see, it lights up. This also controls the inside lights. When this power one, let me see, when everything is off, you can control the lights. You can also dim them. Right here, they're dimmable lights, so that's cool. I cannot change all the colors on them, it's just white. I also have an app for the National Luna. Cool, there you go. That is what the app looks like when you connect it to your fridge. I'm not sure if you can set it from here as well. You can go up or down, so that's cool. And again, this is the one for the camper lighting, the water tank, the outside lights, and the inside lights. I have room for more. So yeah, it's the Atera XL-F. All right, so moving on. So here's more storage. These Step 22 bags, they come in different sizes. So the one in here, as you can see, it takes the whole length of that area, just like this one. They're big. This also has a unique, so there's one storage, two storage, and then there's another storage down there. The one down here, people have put their shoes. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use down there yet, but it's cool that it's another storage area. So as I was saying, how do you get up to the bed, right? To help you get up there, this has like a stool, a stepping system. It's got two ways of doing it. The bottom one goes all the way to the end. I'm gonna clean that. And this one goes right there. So you step here, and then you're up on your bed. So this is the way they came up with the solution to how to get on top of the bed. The bed, which we'll go over in more depth later, it does pull out to make it a king size. So when this pulls out, it pretty much lines up with the fridge. So it's step, and then you're on the bed. So that's what's going on here. And then you just push these all the way in. All the way in. Stores them and keeps them in place. Here is the little closet. You can hang your shirts. I have a bunch of nonsense in here. Need to organize this at some point, but it's a cool place to store and hang your jackets, sweaters, whatever you want. Let's see here. On this side, we have some more chargers. We have USBs and a 12 volt right here. I think that's everything in this side. Give you guys another view of what it looks like. And now we're gonna move on up to this stuff. So right here you have 1, 2, 3 really big drawers. That's the full size of the bed. But let me move this. So this one, you can go all the way out and it just keeps going and going. So there's plenty of room to store what you need. It goes all the way to the back. You got the windows, same thing as the ones back here. They have 3 settings. Click, click, click. You get a nice view of the stars at night, the moon. The mattress, it's comfortable, it works, but for those that like it softer or need more cushion, I did have to purchase this little extra padding for now, and it does the job. So this whole thing pulls out, like I said before, all the way to the fridge, and you have a full king size, and then the cushions are pushed into the back, and you have the full mattress. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything else. The water pump, fires, mood, all your connections are here. This is to set the temperature. This is to control, you know, your heater, your water. What else? I think I covered everything. I'm gonna give you guys another tour before I finish the video. You guys can see what it looks like. So here's if you're standing by the entrance door. This is all that you're greeted with. I'm gonna go into the middle and kind of do a 360. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for sticking with me this long. I'm very excited to bring you guys along and share my shenanigans with you guys. If there is anything more you want to see specifically, please comment, share it, subscribe to it. I would really appreciate it. And this is from this perspective, sitting down. One more thing I did forget. This midsection right here can turn into another bed or like a couch, and I completely forgot about that because I haven't used that. So like this would connect right here, and then you bring the padding, you bring that padding and set it there, and you have a couch. So again, I'm just going over everything. You guys can see what we talked about earlier. I do like the counter space that is provided in here. I mean, this thing is great. So it's windy outside, about 35-mile-an-hour winds. You can't tell from inside, and that is one of the pros for going with the hard shell. You don't hear any of the wind outside. It does move a little bit depending on how bad the wind is, but it's nothing, you know, where you can't. It's bearable. It's not all crazy. All right, well, thank you again for hanging out with me this long. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Have a good one.